Alright guys, I am getting ready to put this front wheel bearing on, and I already have the car jacked up. Already got a stand in there, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my tire off, and I'll get to that point and I'll show you kind of my walk around of how I'm going to get to the wheel bearing. So I'll get the tire off and I'll be back. All right, got the tire off. So what you're gonna want to do next is you want to get your brake caliper off. Then, so you got the 2 bolts up here and down there. So you're gonna take this brake caliper off. You're gonna hang it, just kind of like dangle it from up on your coils, and you don't want too much pressure on that. Then once you get that off and get your brakes off, you can pull the housing off. There's a couple of things I want to show you once you pull your brake caliper off that's connected to your housing. Like these are supposed to be nice and squishy to where they will reset and come back. So I'll show you that. And I did start on my driver's side, and I actually have a bad one of these, so I'll show you what that looks like. But anyways, I'm gonna pull the caliper off and get it dangling up there, and then I'll be back. All right guys, I got my caliper off, and I wanted to show also real quick, you want to take the axle nut off as well. So take that off, and then I'll be taking the rotor off and then getting these off. All right, now that we got all that off, so don't forget to get this. I still need to get these, but I wanted to show you the different threads. So these are more fine threads. Can't really see them, but those are more fine threads, and those are what thread into this. And this is more coarse thread, like it's not so close to each other. And that one was on here to hold that in. So what you want to do is use that to pull the brake pads off. All right guys, I got that top off. So you're gonna have this bolt that's kind of weird looking. That's your top, and you really can't screw it up because there's only one way for it to go in. But anyways, you got that one and you got the lower one, and when you pull it forward, you're gonna have your axle that you're gonna need to get out. And some videos that I watched had you remove this, and yes, you can remove this and it would be easier to get your axle out. But I have noticed, like if you bring your axle kind of up like this and then you pull down on the arm, that you can get enough and you can pull the axle out. So I'm gonna do that and I'll show you. I'll be back. All right, there it is. It was really easy. Wish I had a tripod so it would just be a little bit easier to show you on the video. But anyways, so you can take the axle and have it up like this, and then I just pull this down and you can pull it out. But as you can tell, you have, these are the bolts you're going to want to remove. You got 4 of them, and that's what's holding your bearing on. So I'm going to start removing those bolts, and I'm going to get to that point and I'll be back. All right, awesome. Got those bolts off. So now you got to just take this out. So what I did on the other side is I just hit this with a hammer and just kind of worked it away. Then I hit like over here, just kind of grabbing it. You can hit the studs if you want. I tried to avoid that just in case something happens. And I need to reuse this. I don't want to jack those up. But anyways, so you're just going to work this out, and this should the brake cover should come off as well. But anyways, I'm gonna work that until I get it off, and I'll be back. All right, you guys, so worked it off. So here it is. I mean, you can go and clean this up and scuff all that up and kind of make it look new again. You got your wheel speed right here. But anyways, that's what it looks like. So then you're just gonna work this piece off. It's just kind of stuck, so get a screwdriver and kind of work this way out and work it out, and then put it onto the new one. So I'm gonna get to that point where I put the brake cover onto the new, and I'll show you when I get to that point. Okay, once you get that on, it's gonna spin. I'm gonna try to do this with one hand. So you kind of push it on a little bit, and then you're gonna want to take some bolts and put the bolts in. So let me see if I can hold that. Do this at the same time. Yeah, that's kind of. All right, perfect. So I got 3 of them in right now. As you can see all the way around, got 3 of them in. Get this back bottom corner in. I don't know if you can see that, but sorry, it's probably really shitty filming, but anyways, just trying to give you a gist. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk them down. So I'm gonna do a star pattern. So I'm gonna start with like putting this top one in, then I'll put this lower one on the opposite side, and I'll just start walking it in until it's flush. So let me get to that point and I'll be back. Okay, I walked it on there, got them bolted down, and now let's put in the CV axle back in. So pretty much the same way that I pulled it out, I'm gonna try to pull it down. So as you can tell, it barely misses. So pull down. And now it's in. And just want to line it up with the splines, and there you go. Then just go into repeat and go back the way it goes. So thank you for watching on how to replace your front wheel bearings, and hope this video was helpful, and if it was, please like, subscribe, and more to come. Thank you.